Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, Joel D. In this video training, we're going to talk about how to find a profitable niche. And the reason being is 42% of people who start off a blog fail because they didn't find a profitable niche and they don't know how. So if you're among those 42% or you don't want to be among those 42%, which I think is actually a little bit higher, no worries because this training is going to go step-by-step process and show you exactly how to avoid this issue. Now what I'm going to do is walk you through my step-by-step process, how I use free tools and resources out there to perform research around these niches and make sure that they're profitable before I create an entire business around it. First, I want to choose a niche based on my why. We already talked about this in the previous video, but we want passion. We don't want to quit if we're not making money within the first 48 hours of your business. We want to make sure that there is a reason for why we're actually picking this niche. Step 2, we're going to look into past and current trends by using Google Trends, which is a free tool. We want to look for past and current stability. So we don't want the latest fad that's just going to plummet once we get started. So we want to ensure that there is a past and there is going to be a future for this niche. In step 3, we're going to check the niche market value by using tools that we use every day like Amazon. We want to see how many people are putting out products within this niche, how many people are actually buying, how many people are reviewing, what's the engagement look like, etc. Once we see that there's a lot of engagement, we're going to go to step 4 and identify a problem within that niche market so we can actually provide a solution for them. So once we identify the problem, we're going to start looking for solutions and products to promote and sell around that problem within the niche. So there's ways to do that I'm going to show you, little tricks here and there, and we're going to look at exactly what products are being sold from Amazon, Google Shopping, and then we can even look in the affiliate space to see and ensure that there's products within there and there's enough for us to generate revenue with. And in step 6, we're just going to double check. We want to really ensure that this niche is ready for us to build a business around. We're going to double check the audience's will to pay. We're going to look over some of the reviews for the products, see where we fit in, and make sure that we're in a position that we're going to create content that's relevant, that's going to draw people in, and then we're going to have products to promote and sell around that. And as an additional tip, when you're looking for a niche, there's 3 main profitable niche industries that I see regularly, and that's health, wealth, and relationships. You've probably heard this before, but it's true. Every sub niche that I've seen that has been super successful has fallen into one of these industries. And for example, just for my blog startup and why we've decided to go this route is we're in the wealth industry. Realistically, we're looking to help people create wealth for themselves, but we really niche down into this, and this is how we found you, to be honest. So we niche down into business, into entrepreneurship, into online entrepreneurship, and then into blogging as an entrepreneur, or blogtrepreneur, which is a made-up word, but it's how to make money online with a blog. So you can see how the further down we get into a sub niche, the more targeted we can be. So I don't know what you were looking for, but most likely it was something around making money online as an entrepreneur and blogging. So maybe not the blog part, so you can still get found within anywhere within the spectrum. However, the more targeted I can get for an audience, the better off I am on converting people. So we're going to want to really focus on that. Now that I've walked you through the process from a structural standpoint, I actually want to perform the research with you. So step 1 is going to be choosing that profitable niche based on your why. In this example, we're going to say that I am a dog enthusiast. I love dogs. I want to blog about it for a living. I mean, it's my passion. And I want to segment that out, though, into a sub niche, because if I blog about pets in general, or even dogs in general, dogs is my niche, but it's just too broad of a spectrum. It's not going to get me a targeted audience. It's going to be super hard to compete. That space is pretty saturated in general, especially at that level. So I really want to sub-niche down, and that's why I'm going to go into dog care, and not just dog care, because that's probably also saturated, dog health. And then from dog health, I'm actually going to try to focus on dog anxiety. We'll say that my dog has severe anxiety. I've been dealing with it. I'm an expert around it. I've been doing a ton of research, and I want to help other people with dog anxiety. Now that we've hyper-targeted our sub-niche, we don't want to assume that it's profitable. So we're going to confirm this by making sure that the market's big enough, making sure it's strong enough, making sure there's enough passion there, that there's money, and most importantly, that people are hungry for information, because you're going to be the one that's filling this void. This is really our solution to their problem. So people are looking for help with their anxious dog. We're going to fill that void. We're going to provide them with all of our expertise and knowledge within our blog. They're going to be searching for specific information, and we're going to provide that information for them. So one final thing that I want you to do is check over this niche checklist, the final version, and how you can provide consulting services around this niche. So for dog anxiety, maybe you can provide help for people on a one-on-one basis, and that's something that a lot of people miss, and people are willing to pay for that consulting. So you get on the phone with people, they'll pay you to be their one-on-one coach. And this may not be the best example, but there are a ton of niches out there, and I'm not saying this isn't a good example, because now that I think about it, there's probably a lot of people who would pay for one-on-one coaching or consulting on helping their dog with anxiety. But any niche has this. Make sure that you're picking one that may have opportunity for you to do some consulting work around it, and that can go a long way. If you can't, it's not a deal breaker. You can actually provide blogging advice, because you are creating a blog, and that's digital, and people are definitely willing to do that. I mean, that's what I'm in, that's what my company's about, and you can also do this because you're getting expertise from this training course. You can provide value to many people out there that's looking for blogging advice. So just because your niche doesn't necessarily have its own consulting aspect, you still have a blog out there, and you can offer consulting around creating a blog just like yours. Now, the next bullet is digital and affiliate marketing. So we want to pick a product that is focused more on this. There's less headaches by far. There's higher margins. You want something that's digital or that you don't have to produce yourself. So we're going to be looking at digital products and affiliate offers where we can find something around this niche to sell that's not necessarily ours, and we can focus more on the blogging aspect and the promotion of products and other people's products if we don't have our own digital product. We want to make sure there's a large audience. We want to make sure that there is competition. Most people look for no competition, which is a big mistake. I mean, you do not want to get into a niche that has no competition. So don't think when you look for your niche, oh, there's already a ton of websites out there. You're in these billion-dollar industries and billion-dollar niches that there should be competition. And if there's not, you should run away, because if there aren't people making money and it's not proven, don't waste your time being that first person. People think that if they're the first person, they're going to be the ones that end up, making massive amounts of income as a monopoly, but that is not the case. I mean, there's so much competition out there. You need to make sure you have some. They've already done a lot of the legwork for you where you can see and learn from. So don't look for no competition. Look for competition, but make sure it's not saturated. And I'll show you how to do that. Also, we want to obviously make sure there's high search volume and long-term potential. All right, that's enough for the PowerPoint slides. Let's go back to our purpose and let's perform this research ourselves. So I'm going to skip step 1 because we've already chosen our niche, and that's going to be the dog anxiety niche. And we're going to go to step 2 and look into the past and current trends. So we want to make sure that there's stability within this niche and also that the niche is trending up. So the first thing I want to do is go to my browser, go to Google, and I want to type in trends.google.com. This is a free tool, and when I get here, I want to put in our niche, which is dog anxiety. What this is going to do when it pulls up is going to show us some statistics. So it starts off with the past 12 months in the US, all categories, web search, what the interest is over time. And also down below, it'll give you a breakout by sub-region. So what are the regions that are most interested in this niche, which is great for when you are starting to develop our audience profile. And also, it's going to give you related topics and related queries. So this is a big one because we set this by rising. So it's going to show what the most recent related queries are, and it'll give you a percentage. So obviously anything over 200% means that there's some traction. But when you get this breakout here, that means there's a big trend going on within this niche. And this would be my first product that I actually would promote something around. So you can already tell it's dog anti-anxiety bed. It's perfect for this niche. I would take this keyword or query and save it. So we'll get to that. But what I wanted to show you is this trend line right here. I always like to see something from around 40 to 100 in that range over time. I prefer it be over 50, but 40 is okay. In this case, you can see that there's a market here. I mean, there's a lot of trends and search volume. It's pretty stable. It does dip down to 29 here in March, which that was during the pandemic, so people were probably concerned more about their own anxiety at that time. But then you can see it goes back up and all the way up to 100 in July. And then it dips back down. But there's definitely a market here from stability standpoint. Now, I always like to go to the 5-year first just to see the projection over time. And you can see it starts 5 years ago lower than 25, dips down even to the teens. But you can see this upward trend. And that's something that I look for, which is good. And then you can see some spikes. You're always going to get some spikes here and there. But this looks like a pretty good trend. And then this dotted line here is important because this is actually showing you what the projection is going forward. And it's on the upward trend, which is good. Now, another thing I like to do while I'm here already is look at some related keywords to make sure that those are also trending. So I'm going to put in dog separation anxiety. Click enter and kind of look at the same thing. So, interesting. So this actually is even a little more sub-niche, but not really, because I would assume that separation anxiety is the main culprit to this anxiety in dogs. And you can see that there's the same thing over the past 5 years. It looks like there is a upward trend for the most part, and it stays around. It's a little more volatile, but it stays around that 50 mark, as you can see. Over the past year, same thing, and it has an upward trajectory, which is good. You can see the states that are interested in this keyword, and then I can look at some of the related queries, which is how to fix dog separation anxiety, how to tell if your dog has separation anxiety, etc. Now, going back to our slide deck, the next step is going to be checking the niche market value. So I'm going to go back to my browser, and I'm going to go to Amazon.com. And when I do that, I'm going to put in, again, my keyword, dog anxiety. And before I click enter, I'm actually going to take a look at these products. So I can see that the biggest thing that people are selling are dog anxiety vests based on this keyword. Also, they're selling chews, medications, relief, jackets, bed. And that bed we saw in the Google Trends data that was a breakout keyword. So that's interesting. So we can look at that. We can also see medicines for senior dogs, vests for small dogs, diffuser starter kits. Again, these can all be keywords that we can incorporate into our blog, or we can create specific topics around them, specific reviews for products, specific ranking lists, etc. And also, while I'm here, let me show you exactly what your Amazon Associates site stripe would look like. So if you're an Amazon Associates affiliate, which I'm going to show you how to sign up for that in a later course, it's so easy to get the link for this to add to your blog, or if you're doing a review of this product, you can add this into your blog, or a ranking site. You can add the top 10 dog anxiety vests into your blog with the links incorporated into them. So if people wanted to purchase them, they would get out and into Amazon, and you would get a commission based on that. So interesting stuff. We'll get further into that down the road, but for now, I'm just going to click enter on dog anxiety. I just want to see now, I can see the results. There's 6,000 product results for dog anxiety. So there's definitely people selling, and also I can see that there's a big market for this. So 14,937 reviews for this anxiety jacket. Also, there's 5,000 reviews for this one. There's 12,000 for these chews. Already I can tell, there's dog enthusiasts all over the world. This is definitely going to be something that we could look into. Look at all these products. So we haven't even got to the breakout one, which is the dog anxiety bed. So yeah, I would say even down here we're getting 6,000 reviews for products. And also you'll see that I have, by the way, additional tools that I use. So I would actually use this, and I'll link to this. This is, I think when I purchased this, it was a one-time payment for an Amazon Scout Pro. It's similar to some other tools that are out there to really dig into the Amazon data. So if I were to click on this, I can get a much higher insight into what exactly is going on in this niche. So as you can see, the estimated revenue, I'll sort by that first, and I can see that the amount of revenue that people are generating from this niche is pretty insane. So let me do this again. Estimated revenue. I mean, this product alone is making 300 grand per month and almost 10,000 sales. Look at the sales. Look at the revenue that people are driving. Look at the number of reviews and engagement that's here. And a lot of these products aren't old. They've been around for maybe a year. I can actually probably sort by 2020, but there are a ton of selling products. So as I did this, you can see that there's an original calming bed that came up. So this is all good. We're looking at a good niche because there's stability. It's trending up. There's a ton of market penetration for demand here, and I think that we could get into this market because a niche score that is 6 and above is usually good to get in. That means it's not oversaturated. And if I clicked on that, I can actually get more data that it's a very high profit margins, which is great. Your prices are in a pretty good range, so people are going to buy them easier. There's high sales. The niche is quite new. Like I said, it looked like there were a lot of new products out there. It's unsaturated, low quality listings, which is good because then you can compete and get a better quality rating, and you're going to start making more sales. There's few Amazon sellers. And again, this is Amazon specific, but this is all good news. Low average rating, which is good, and numerous reviews. There are a lot of reviews, so that's tough because the more reviews that a product has, it's tough to compete. And I say that's bad if you're actually selling a product, which we're not. We're going to be promoting one. So actually, this is good news for us because we can look at one of these products, for instance, this one that has 12,000 reviews. You're actually providing this as a recommendation. they're going to go to Amazon, see 12,000 reviews, and they're going to be more likely to convert. And you can see based on the estimated sales that that is true. Okay. Going back to our slide deck, step 4 is identifying the problem within your niche. So we're so targeted with our sub niche that we've already identified this problem, which is anxiety in dogs. And we've also found ample products to promote and sell. So we did step 4 and 5 just on that last go around when we're looking at Amazon, when we're looking at Google. We found our problem. We've found products to promote and sell from a physical product standpoint. Now what I want to do is actually look to see if there are affiliate programs related to dog anxiety, and that'll be just an additional thing that we could promote, and also just more confirmation that there's a huge market out there. Now when I say affiliate products, I'm looking for more now for like digital products, something, or physical products, but just from affiliate, either programs, self-affiliate programs, or affiliate networks, just to see if there's a lot of activity going on in those areas as well. Now, Amazon Associates is an affiliate program, but again, that's smaller margins for profit, so there could be additional opportunities out there to create wealth based on this niche. So let's take a look at that. I'm going to go back to my browser, and I'm going to put in the search term dog anxiety affiliate programs. And what comes up, I can see that they're offering some affiliate programs. The first one is Calmer Canine, so that I can obviously see is directly related to anxiety. So I'm going to click on this one. And now when I get there, it's going to go over this affiliate program with me, and it looks like you'd get 10% commissions on any sale that you refer. There is an application and approval process, so they're going to look at your site probably and see if you're a good fit, and they usually get back pretty quickly because they're going to want you to promote their stuff. Alright, now I also want to see what they're offering, so this is a good almost competitive analysis site that we can look at later. So I'll actually probably use this in a later training when I talk about competitive research in how we can use their URL to also get relevant information for our own site. But at this time I'm just going to go to their homepage and see what exactly they're offering, and you can see they're offering a safe, effective, drug-free solution for separation anxiety in dogs. That's their homepage. So perfect affiliate opportunity for your own blog. If you're just blogging, you don't have your own product, you can come here, sign up for an affiliate program, and promote their products on our site using profitable keywords and this profitable niche that we're in. So this is good to see that they're offering this. What else do they offer? I want to see what their product actually is and how much it costs. Now I can see that they have a device and vest. So looks like they're vest, and I don't know if there's headphones. So our system comes with everything a pet owner needs for easy hands-free treatment sessions, a battery-operated treatment device, and comfortable washable convenience vest to hold the device in place. Awesome. So they're charging $229 to $250. We'll look into the competitive research around this site later and see if they're making sales and if it's worth getting into, but it looks pretty promising. They're number one on the Google search, although it's for affiliate programs. So I can look into further analysis on the keywords that they're ranking for, and I'll show you that in a different video. But this looks like an offer that we could potentially use, so that's good. It's a pretty high value, and you'd get a 10% cut on that. So 10% of $229, you're looking at like 22 to 25 bucks per sale, which is good. If you're getting a lot of traffic and they're converting a lot and they're converting high on their site and you're getting people to come here often, you can rack up some money doing that per month. So we'll look into that further. This is good. So I went back into my Google search results for affiliate programs and clicked on this link, which is for dog affiliate programs, the 10 best dog affiliate programs of 2020. And they break everything out in this article where it would be super beneficial if I wanted to pursue this niche, because they're giving me info not only about the niche itself, but the affiliates within this niche. And it's pretty powerful. So if you search, like I said, for affiliate programs within your niche, you're going to find articles like this. And this one goes through similar to what I was just showing you, even the popularity and the trends. So they're obviously a little more broad, just talking about dogs, but you can see that the trend over time is the same thing, but there's actually, in general, dog in itself is going to have a higher score here because it's included in every sub niche. So there's a ton of interest in dogs in this country and in this world, obviously. So as I go down, I'm going to see these programs that they're mentioning, and I can, even though I'm just doing a niche around dog anxiety, there's other things that I can offer on my site. It doesn't only have to be anxiety related. So I can promote my own ads, for instance. I could sign up for an affiliate program. Most of these affiliate programs are going to give you all the assets you need. So the banner ads with your link, you can put these strategically on your site. And again, I'm going to walk you through all of this within this course. So using that, you can direct people out, and this gives you down to the percentage of people who actually visit their site that convert into sales. I mean, which is awesome. And then also the commission percentage. So you're going to get 20% for this collar affiliate. So if you were just promoting collars, which even dogs with anxiety can use, and I could look more into the specifics around it, but I'm not going to waste my time on this video doing that. But I can see that there's multiple opportunities to drive revenue on my site. And I mean, EPC of 179.57, your cookie duration is 45 days, meaning if you get someone to click on your link and then they go back within 30 days or 44 days to this site and purchase something, you're going to get a commission for that, and 20%. And that's high because I could assume that this being a digital collar is going to cost a decent amount. So, and obviously it talks about an EPC. So EPC of 179 means that a lot of affiliates are making a lot of money. Yes. And it's one of the highest of the pet affiliate programs listed. So this would definitely be something I would look into applying for. It's 20%. You're never going to get that with Amazon. Amazon's actually pretty stingy, and they've cut and cracked down on their affiliate percentages, which I think is a little BS, but I won't get into that. And also, we can keep going down and look at more and more of these. 10% EPC of 277. So these are high-end products. They're making money. I mean, these are like top-notch, best products out there probably within the dog spectrum to create revenue for your site. So again, it's not directly related to anxiety, and I'm trying to see if there is one that is directly related. But in this case, it doesn't have to be. We can also promote other dog items once you get people into your site. 75% commission for brain training. That's pretty cool. 60-day cookie duration. And I want to see one that will actually give me a sales break or a conversion breakdown. And I can't see Furbo. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Perfect. So this one's not as high of a value, it looks like. So promoting Furbo range of products means you'll get 5%. So that's still pretty good. I mean, depending on how much people are purchasing through their site. And it averages out to be $7 per sale. But they convert 16% of traffic to sales. So that is incredible. I mean, 16% of people that visit their site buy something. So if you're promoting something from theirs on your site, and you can generate a stream to get them to go to this particular site to buy something, there's a 16% likelihood that they're actually going to purchase something. And that way you just, I mean, even though it's smaller dollar value, it's higher volume because of the conversion rate. So you can still make a handsome return from sending people there. So I would look into that. I'd look into all these. I mean, there are 10 of them. If I had a dog affiliate, I mean, a dog blog that was related to anxiety, I mean, these are dog people that are there. All of these are related. They're going to be looking for more specific stuff around anxiety, so it would be good to have specific affiliate programs related to that. But again, that doesn't mean that people don't need collars or that they don't want training or that they don't want any of these products because they're dog lovers, you know what I mean? So this is a great tactic. Look for review sites of affiliate programs and then start applying and incorporating them into your blog. Going back to our slide deck, there's one more step, and this is just, again, a double check of our audience and their willingness to pay and their willingness to engage. So reviews is big here too. So not only do we want them to pay, we want them to be passionate. Passionate people leave reviews. So we're going to go back into Amazon, I would do first, and I'm going to click on my browser, go to Amazon, retype in anxiety or dog anxiety. And maybe actually in this example, I'm going to go down to a specific product because I wanted to check out the dog anti-anxiety bed. And this will be highly related to our niche, anti-anxiety bed. And I can see how much people are involved or engaged in this. Yes, so there's vests, there's beds, there's thousands and thousands of reviews. So this is awesome. Most of the time they're high. You could probably find this product, honestly, from an e-com perspective and sell it on your site by yourself if you were successful. But we could either, I mean, for the time being, we'll just promote other people's stuff. If we get traction, this would be something that I would actually consider bringing into my site if I were to have a dog blog and actually sell it myself and drop ship it. But that's a whole other topic. We're going to stick with affiliate stuff, and I want to click in these reviews. Again, this is just confirmation in itself. I have a specific dog bed within an already hyper targeted niche, so this is hyper targeted, and you can tell that there's active engagement, just insane engagement. So this is more than enough confirmation for me because, like I said, I'm finding stuff in such a targeted niche, which is anxiety for dogs, and now I'm actually breaking this out even further into anxiety dog beds. So there are multiple things. There's medicines, there's treats, etc. as sub niches within anxiety, within the anxiety dog niche, and there's still this much engagement. It's just confirmation in itself. So I won't go any further. If people are posting pictures, that takes more time. The engagement is great. I mean, if you're getting into a niche and there's 2 reviews, there's barely any sales data. There's nothing. There's no pictures. They're not getting an active, passionate audience. You're probably going to want to stay away from that. Now, summing this up and recapping it, again, we want to love what we're doing, but we also want to make sure there's a market for it. We want to make sure it's trending up, it's stable. We have a problem and a solution that solves that problem. There's buyers within the audience. There's enough products to sell as an affiliate, and I honestly think this dog niche for anxiety in dogs is a huge winner. I wouldn't even be mad if you were to go and try. If you love dogs and this is interesting, I would actually recommend trying this because honestly everything that I just researched is pretty impressive, I mean, statistically. So I think that we found our winner, and now it's time to find profitable keywords within that niche. So that in itself, the niche itself is a keyword, but we want to find related keywords to it, and that's going to help us set up our strategy for content when we go forward. So looking forward to it. Hopefully you got a lot out of this video. I think we've covered everything to make sure that you're not in that 42% of people who fail because they found a niche that just wasn't profitable and they had no chance to begin with. So let's move on and start finding some keywords. See you then.